Hi, I'm Jason Teichner, and I help people transform their bodies and minds into optimum health. Now, I'm about to get brutally honest about your health conditions, your lack of optimum health. So, if you're not ready to hear this, feel free to turn off the video at any time. I'm a certified holistic health practitioner, certified nutritionist, and certified hypnotherapist. I've been helping people heal for over 15 years. Now, you have a health condition that you've spent a ton of time and a ton of money trying to get over. You're also not at your optimum health. You spent a ton of time and a ton of money trying to get to your optimum health. And has it worked? Of course not, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So I'm about to tell you something that's going to change your life forever. I can help you get to your optimum health, mentally and physically, no matter what type of health condition you have, no matter how long you've been trying to get rid of it, even the things that you don't know that you have going on. Let's say you have something going on with your health and you can't quite put your finger on what it is. Doesn't matter. I can get you to that optimum health and rid yourself of any health condition you have. Again, whether it be mental, physical, or both. Now, I've developed a program that is extremely customized to get you to whatever your health goal is. Now, I know you've heard this many times before from other so-called gurus that can get you to where you want to be. So one of a few things has happened. Either that person was not available to you when you needed them, or you just simply spent way too much money without the results that you're looking for, or you did have the person there, but that person did not know what they were talking about. It made no common sense what they told you to do. Everything that I do is backed by science, personal experience, and third-hand experience with other clients over the last 15 years. I can and will help you get to your optimum health if you do what I tell you to do. Now, the system that I've just put together is pretty unique in that it's going to include personal consultations, it's going to include group support and activity, and it's going to include exactly everything that you need to do to get over whatever health condition you have and to get to your optimum health. Here's a little bit about what it looks like. It is an 8-week system that will get you to your optimum health. Each week of those 8 weeks, you will have a personal session with me, and it's going to be alternating, meaning that one week you're going to have a nutritional consultation. Next week, you're going to have a hypnotherapy consultation. Now, you don't have to do the hypnotherapy part. We'll talk about that later. But what I will tell you is putting the entire system together you'll get your best results because you need the mental commitment, subconscious commitment to follow through with this for the rest of your life. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to do everything that I tell you in detail for the rest of your life. That's not what I mean. Once you get to your optimum health, you can do some things differently. But we all need the mental commitment to follow through, not just the physicalness of what to do and being told what to do. So this program encompasses all of that. Now again, I'm going to talk about a couple different options you have, but I highly suggest getting the best one because it's going to include the physical and the mental. So as I said, each week you're going to have alternating sessions. One is going to be hypnotherapy for your mental commitment, your mental motivation to stick with everything. And then the other sessions are going to be nutrition based, and they're going to be customized specifically to what you need. I'm going to get a lot of information from you the first session, and we're going to go over every single part of what you need to do to get yourself to optimum health. Now, I don't want this to sound overwhelming. It really isn't that much stuff. When I say everything you're going to need to do, I don't mean at 10 o'clock you have to do this, at 11 o'clock you have to do this, at 12 o'clock you have to do this. Not what I mean. So there have been many of these programs that I've seen and am still seeing today that charge upwards of $20,000. It's a certain time frame. You get some support, maybe some consultation sessions, things like that. This will give you more for your money, and of course, it's not going to be $20,000 or anywhere near that. Now, why do I charge what I am about to tell you that I charge? Well, first of all, this system is worth way, 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 way more than what you're going to pay for it. But don't take my word for it. Go ahead and think about all of the time and all of the money you've spent in the past trying to get over your health condition or health conditions and get yourself to optimum health. Think about that for a minute. How much money have you spent? I want you to actually come up with a number in your head of what you think you've spent over the last several years on this. Yeah, pretty enraging, isn't it? So what if you could use a system where you would never have to worry about paying anybody else ever again for getting yourself to optimum health once this program is done? What is that worth to you? How much is that worth to you? Now, I'm not a marketer, so this video is not even supposed to be remotely professional looking or anything like that. I am a natural healer. That is what I am. And that is what I can help you be to yourself. You see all these videos that are professionally done where people spent thousands of dollars on it just so they can look like a guru. And then you get into the system that they have and it's like, what? Why did I spend this money on this person, on this system? So I am not concerned about, doing a professional video. All I know is I can help you heal as well, if not better, as anybody else out there. How do I know that? Number one, personal experience, which I'll get into in a minute with myself and my own health issues. Number two, the thousands of clients I've worked with over the last over 15 years. And number three, the science, the research that I've constantly done and continue to do on a daily basis, showing what things work, what things don't work, what things sort of work, and why. Now remember how I said this program will be custom to you? It will be. So some of these things will work on some people and not other people. This is not cookie cutter. This is custom made for you. And like I said, if I can even call them similar programs, I don't even know, because I believe that I will be more involved in your healing than these other so-called gurus would be. But these other programs that may be somewhat similar, like I said, I've seen them cost upwards of $20,000. Some of you may even seen some of these and paid for them. And you may have gotten some results, but not exactly what you want to do. This is a lifestyle program for the rest of your life. Now, again, You can back off of some of it after a while, but it will be a lifestyle program that you can stick with. Not only from a physical standpoint, but also from a mental standpoint. That's where the hypnotherapy comes in, so that you make sure you stick with this system that I provide for you. Again, the first session, we will go over everything about you, about your health, about what you're doing now, everything in between. And then I will put together a custom system for you based on what time you should eat, what you should eat, what time you should exercise, what type of exercise you should do, getting outside, getting out in the sun, possible detox methods if that's necessary for you. And every single time that you are ideally going to do these things that I tell you. And again, it's like I said before, it's not going to be every hour at 10 you do this, at 11 you do this. That's not what I mean. But how would you like to know the best time for you to eat? The best supplements for you to take? The best detox methods for you to use? The best other natural free therapeutic methods that you can use? As well as possibly couple additional that you may have to, not have to, but that you may want to pay for to optimize and make things go quicker, although they're going to be optional. Those are going to be optional. But we're going to get you to spend as little money as possible, of course. So how would you like to know when to do what each day and each night? When to eat, what to eat for your optimum health? When to sleep, how much to sleep for your optimum health. This is going to include anything and everything you can ever possibly imagine to get you that health that you've always wanted. And again, doesn't matter how sick you are right now, or well, or anywhere in between. I'm going to meet you where you're at, and I'm going to get you the system specifically for you to get you to that optimum health, so that you never have to worry about spending any more money or time on stuff that you have to wonder whether or not it works. Again, this is going to be an 8-week program. However, I'm going to give you what to do beyond that 8 weeks. And in that 8 weeks, you will have already started to feel significantly better. Let me repeat that. You will have already started to feel significantly better. Will you be completely healed in 8 weeks? Probably not. Not unless you're coming to me just to boost some things up. But will you be completely healed in 6 months from now? Depends what you have going on, but even something pretty severe will usually heal in about 6 months' time. You just have to stick with what I tell you to do. So I said I would talk a little bit about my personal experience. Back in 2000, and by the way, I don't have a script here at all whatsoever. This is just off the cuff. Again, not worried about this video looking professional, not worried about any of that crap. I'm just worried about helping you heal. So back in the end of 2000, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a type of cancer for those that you don't know. And this was at stage 2. So back then, as the time I'm making this video now, this was about 20 years ago. So at that time, yeah, I knew a little bit about natural health and healing. But did I know enough to heal myself naturally? Not by a long shot. So what did I do? I did traditional treatment. I did chemotherapy and I did radiation. Did that cure me? Yes. However, what happened as a side effect, both short-term and long-term? Number one, it completely destroyed the DNA of my cells. So for years after that, about 5 years or so, I had to figure out what to do to heal the DNA and repair the DNA in my cells so that I could feel normal again. I could not eat a single bite of food without feeling extremely sick and extremely tired about 10 minutes after taking that bite of food. So I lost about 50 pounds in a few years. I felt horrible. And I wanted to do something really horrible to those doctors that told me to do that traditional treatment, because this is what caused me all of this illness and fatigue and everything else that went along with it. So I had to figure out on my own health journey what to do to heal myself. So I did eventually. And then other things would come up either with myself or with other clients that I was starting to work with. And I tweak things as necessary based on, of course, again, my own research, experience, knowledge, and of course, what was going on with them and figuring out the cause of their illness. Because unlike other people, and this is why I'm different, I can figure out the cause of your health conditions in a matter of minutes. Because believe it or not, there's very few causes of illness. So hopefully that gets you to feel a little bit less overwhelmed. No matter what you have going on, there are very few underlying causes of illness, and we go after the cause. So that's how I'm different from most. So what do you get with the program? Well, again, there's two options. Number one, the full program. They're both going to be 8 weeks, but the full one, you get the mental as well as the physical, the nutritional help, along with the hypnosis. So mental and physical. The physical so that you'll do it, the mental so that you'll stay motivated to keep doing it. And again, this is not difficult or complex, the plan that I'm going to give you. It's just tweaking. It's just going to be a matter of tweaking a few things in your life. And once you tweak those things, the good news is after a couple weeks, you'll start to feel better. Because you are living your life the way that your body specifically is telling you to live your life. What to do, when to do it, as I talked about before. So I want to get across the point with the utmost confidence you could possibly have that I can help you heal with whatever is going on with you through a custom system for you. Okay, so back to the programs. Again, I've seen these people charge upwards of $20,000 for these systems, and believe me, I know because I research this stuff. Okay, so everything included, the weekly consultations, again, they're going to be alternating. One's going to be nutrition, one's going to be hypnosis, so on and so forth. The group help. Anytime you want to log on to the group, you can do that. You can ask questions. You can get help from other people that have gone through similar things. They can get help from you. Okay, it's a really, really good health community that's been built here. So you get all that. And if you have a question in between our sessions, just email me. I'll get back to you in a day. Okay? Or, of course, you can wait until the next session, which is going to be at that point, of course, less than a week away, right? So, can you extend the program past 8 weeks? Sure, you can extend it. Will you have to? Probably not. But I will be happy to work with you continue to work with you on a one-on-one basis at a highly discounted rate if you'd like to continue that, rather than just getting a client out of the blue which of course I have very, very high rates for. So again, what's this worth to you? Think about it. If you never ever had to pay anybody else ever again to help get you to your optimum health, what would that be worth? I consider what I do and what I charge laughable as far as a discount. Because again, I believe if you do heal the way that I say that I can help you heal, I do believe it's worth $20,000. Do you? I mean, if you never ever had to worry about healing again, if you knew you could live your life the way that you've always wanted to, I mean, do you ever stay home and, because you're not feeling well enough to go out, or not feeling well enough to go to work, or not feeling well enough to talk to someone on the phone that you want to talk to? How many times has that happened to you? A lot, right? Well, what if you never had to worry about that again? What if you never had to think about any hesitation of going out and doing the things that you want to do in life? Whether that's going down with friends to hike or whether that's traveling. So this particular program, I charge $3,000. Yeah, pretty discounted, huh, for what you're getting. But I don't like to gouge people. I mean, I know I'm one of the best at what I do, but I'm not going to gouge you by charging you $20,000 or even $10,000. I'm not going to do that, even though it's worth that. And again, no professional video here, no script. I don't really care about that. All that matters to me is that I can help you heal. So anyways, that program is $3,000. Now, if you just want to do which I don't recommend, but let's say you think that you're completely motivated. The only problem is you need to be told what to do. And you can do this all on your own, completely motivated. You don't need any mental help with it, with sticking with it, mental motivation, mental commitment. Let's say you say to yourself, you know what, Jason, just tell me what to do and I know I'm going to be motivated to do it. I just need to know what to do. I say, okay. You'll still get the nutritional sessions once every other week. So you'll get 4 nutritional sessions in that 8 weeks. You just won't have the hypnotherapy sessions. So what does that do? That cuts the cost in half. Okay, that would be $1,500. Bargain for what you're getting, right? So that would be $1,500. However, again, because I'm not going to sell you on anything. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not a marketer. So I just help people heal, like I said. So if you want to get the hypnosis part later on, because you do find that you need mental stimulation, mental motivation, mental commitment in the middle of the program, and you say, you know what, I'm doing some of what Jason told me, but I don't seem to be motivated to do all of it. I just need that mental boost now. Come into the program for another $1,500. Not a problem. I'm not going to sell you, be a salesperson and say, oh, the price is going to go up later. Even though this price of this whole program may go up later. But for you specifically that came in as just getting the nutritional consultations and that part of it, you'll still get the group support and all that. I'm not going to say, oh, well, if you don't get the hypnosis part with it, that's going to go up. No. You can come in at any time with the hypnosis part for another $1,500. Not a problem at all. Again, I don't believe in gouging people. I don't believe in upselling anything like that. Excuse me. So there's nothing else I'm going to sell to you. Again, if you want to continue with individual sessions for a while, after the program, that's perfectly fine at a discounted rate than what I normally charge. But again, you probably will not have to do that. So again, not a marketer, not a salesperson. This is not a professional video by any means, as you can tell. I am good at helping people heal. That's all I care about. I don't care about all that other fancy stuff with the professional videos and all that other crap. This is the bottom line, that I can help you heal and that you will never have to spend any more money on anybody else ever again to help you heal. And let's say that there's something that I feel that you need to do to jumpstart. Let's say I feel you need to do, for example, chiropractic or rolfing or massage therapy or reflexology or getting an infrared sauna. I will give you those resources and I will tell you that this stuff will jumpstart you. Again, this is during your customized program. I'm not saying you're going to need any of this stuff, but I will say, you know what would really, really boost you in your specific situation is getting into an infrared sauna. I will give you those resources. Okay. Or, getting to see a really good chiropractor because you've got some spinal stuff that's out of whack. I will give you those resources. Okay. So I have access to even the things that I don't do personally. So there's no need to worry about that. Again, remember, this is a custom program for you specifically. So with that, go ahead and email me or call me right away if this is something that you feel would benefit you. So I will put the link to my email as well as my phone number in the description. And go ahead and get a hold of me and let's get you started. And I just want to say one other thing. I will not